Hello, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Sensei Lanka Online School. So today also I am here with a new video lesson for my grade 8 English medium geography students. I think you have watched my earlier video. So in my earlier video lesson, I discussed about unit number 2. Unit number 2 in your grade 8 geography syllabus. I did the introduction part. So let's go to the presentation. Yes, we are in grade 8. Unit number 2. In my previous video lesson, I did part 1, introduction part. Now it is unit number 2, part 2. Results of rotation and revolution. So as I told you earlier, in my earlier video lesson, I discussed what is rotation and what is revolution. So now I think you know there are results of these two processes. Results of rotation and results of revolution. For example, there are regional differences of time and also the occurrence of day and night, and then the seasonal changes of the year. These are the results of rotation and revolution. So in this video lesson, I will discuss all these topics. So here, I'm coming to a small calculation. Can you remember what are the longitudes and latitudes? What are the longitudes and latitudes? Can you remember? If I draw a model globe like this, latitudes are these horizontal lines. They become shorter when they are going towards the polar area. And then what are the longitudes? Vertical lines from north to south. You have to remember these two. So, earlier I told you there are results of rotation and revolution. So, now I am going to discuss one results of rotation of the earth. It is the regional differences of time. We are going to discuss it with time zones. Time zones. So now, first of all, tell me how many longitudes are there? How many longitudes are there? There are 360. So we are going to check within 24 hours how many longitudes that we can pass. Within 24 hours. How many longitudes that we have to pass? 360. And if we divide this, if we do this calculation, 360 divided by 24, what is the answer? 60. So within 4 hours time, we can pass 60 longitudes. If it is number 1 here, number 60 here, to come from 1 to 60, we need 4 hours. To pass 60 longitudes, we need 4 hours time. So if we do this calculation again, 60 divided by 4, we can find how many longitudes we can pass within 1 hour. During 4 hours, we pass 60. Then during 1 hour, we can pass 15 longitudes. 15 longitudes. Okay. So you have to remember that to find the regional differences of time. I think that is clear for you. You have to remember to pass 15 longitudes from 1 to 15. We have to go during 1 hour. So, when we are doing that time, international time, standard time calculations, we need this knowledge. That's why I did this at the beginning of my video. Yes. Now, let's go to this. Standard time. Standard time is the local time in a country or region when daylight saving time is not in use. You have to understand that. Standard time is also known as winter time or normal time. Simply, it is the time which is set according to the time zone that the country belongs to. Look at this. I'm going to underline. Time zone. Do you know the world is divided into 24 time zones? If this is the world map, we divide it like this. We have to divide it like this. How many time zones are there? 24 time zones are there. So this time zone means that 15 longitudes that we pass within 1 hour. Earlier, I explained it. During 1 hour, we can pass only 15 longitudes. So that 15 longitudes interval is one time zone. Similarly, there are 24. There are 24 time zones in the world. For this lesson, you have to remember. From Greenwich line to the west, it shows -hours. When we are doing the calculations, think about the world map. In the world map, can you remember the 0 degree longitude? What is the name of it? 0 degree longitude means Greenwich line. It divides the world into two parts, Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere. So towards this west, from the Greenwich line, towards the west, if we are coming, -hours are there. -hours are there. When we are calculating the time, standard time, we have to reduce the hours. Minus calculations are there. When we are moving towards the east, there are plus hours. You have to remember this again. When we are doing the calculations, that is important. This is what I explained. Map 2.1 in your local syllabus. Standard time zones are there. So what is the Greenwich line? Once again, I will show you Greenwich line. So my dear students, you have to remember where is this Greenwich line. Here is a city called Greenwich in England. Across this Greenwich city, there is a line, this 0. From 0 towards the west, can you see -hours here? -hours are given here. We have to reduce the hours. From this 0 towards the east, you have to plus hours. Can you see? Plus hours are mentioned here. Okay. That is the way we have to do the calculations. Take a screenshot if necessary. If it is not clear, you can call me or you can text me. My contact details are here. Then another important fact is here. Look at this. Some countries are located inside one time zone. Some countries are located inside one time zone. There are some small countries. They are located inside one time zone. Examples: Sri Lanka, Madagascar, Bangladesh. Then some countries are located inside many time zones. What are the examples? The largest countries. Look at this picture. Can you see United States here? What happens? Canada, United States of America, Australia, Russia and other countries. They are very big. They have a very big land area. So they are covered by using several time zones. So inside the country, in one country, there are different clocks. Different times are using. But they have standard methods for that. Okay. Look at this Canada. Can you see in different colors how many time zones are there? Purple color, green color, orange color, yellow color. Can you see? Different time zones are given. Then I told you from Greenwich line to towards the west, when we are calculating, the time is reduced by 1 hour. Reduced by 1 hour. Look at this. Central Canada, it is 4 p.m. If we imagine now in central Canada, it is 4 p.m. When we are coming to this mountain area, green color area, it is another time zone. So from one time zone to the other time zone, it is 1 hour. 15 longitudes, that is 1 hour. And look at the direction. We are coming towards west. So we have to reduce 1 hour. In central area, it is 4 p.m. Reduce 1 hour, it is 3 p.m. That is the way we are doing the calculations. Here you can see, you can take a screenshot if necessary. I am giving you several examples. This is the way we are doing the calculation in Sri Lanka. I think you will take a screenshot and understand it. These are some examples for you. If you want to calculate it by using internet, there are enough facilities for you. Different websites are there for you to convert the time. Then there is an activity. Consider Greenwich time as 6 a.m. Greenwich time. Now in England, it is 6 a.m. You have to imagine. Then you have to find the time in the following cities. Australia, Sydney. Where is Australia? And where is Sydney? You have to find. Here can you see in purple color? Near this brown color, you can see Sydney. So you have to go to Greenwich line and you have to go to Sydney. From Greenwich line to Sydney, how many time zones are there? Greenwich line to Sydney, how many time zones are there? Then you can do the calculation. Then Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. Where is Rio de Janeiro? Go to a world map and you have to find the time zone that it belongs to. Accordingly, you have to reduce those number of hours. Look at this answers. Australia, Sydney is located in +10 time zone towards the east. So from the Greenwich line, Australia is towards the east. We have to add the number of hours. If it is 6 a.m. in the Greenwich, we have to plus 10 hours because it is in the east. To the east, we have to add. It is 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Then Brazil, if we consider Greenwich line and Brazil, we have to go towards the west. And there is a 3-hour difference. Because 3 time zones we have to reduce. 3 hours difference. 6 a.m. we have to reduce 3 hours. It is 3 a.m. in Brazil. That's the way we are doing the calculation. Then here you can see an activity. If you have free time, after watching the video, you can do these calculations and practice. International dateline, I explained it in my previous video lesson. So, we are going to learn about leap year. So, before we going into the leap year, we have to remind what is revolution. What is revolution? While spinning around itself, the earth is going around the sun. It is called the revolution. It takes 365 days and another 6 hours. You have to remember this extra 6 hours time. Why? We are going to learn what is a leap year. Do you know in some years there are 365 days. But in some other years there are 366 days. How can it happen? Is it correct? Now you can check. So what is a leap year? A year which has 366 days is called a leap year. And it is coming in every 4 years. We get a leap year in every 4 years. How? So earlier I told you, for a complete revolution, we need 365 days and another extra 6 hours. Look at what happens. Look at this calculation in the middle. What happens? If we consider 4 consecutive years, year 1, 2, 3, 4, for these years, 365 days and 6 hours. Here 6 hours. For the third year, 6 hours. Fourth year also 6 hours. Turn these 6 hours into a day. 6 hours into 4 means 24. So 24 hours are created. Extra 24 hours are created by using this extra 6 hours time. That means 1 day. 24 hours means 1 day. So every 4 years, once in every 4 years, 1 day is added to the calendar. Every 4 years, 1 day is added to the calendar. So that year has 366 days. When this new day is added into the 4th year, it becomes a year with 366 days. We call it a leap year. Now, my dear students, I think you understand what is a leap year. How does it form? And now we are moving into another lesson. Look at this paragraph. Look at this paragraph. We are going to learn another thing here. Since the earth rotates on an axis with a 23.5 inclination, the sun comes directly above different longitudes during particular periods of the year. Therefore, the length of the day and night changes according to the location of latitudes, and seasonal changes occur in upper longitudinal regions of the year. So read it again and try to understand. Look at this. Equinox and solstice. Equinox and solstice. They happen at different times of the year. Just remember that solstices are the longest and shortest days of the year, while equinoxes occur when the day and night are equally as long. Solstice and equinox, two different ideas. Solstice means longest and the shortest day of the year. Longest day and the shortest day of the year. Then equinox, there is no difference. Day and night time are equal. What is this equinox? Let's try to understand what is equinox. The time or date, look at my slide. The time or date, twice each year, at which the sun crosses the celestial equator, when day and night are of approximately equal length. So during 1 year, two times of the year, two times, the sun crosses the equator. Sun crosses the equator two times per year. These two times are called equinox. When? Nearly 22nd of September and 20th of March. Remember the two dates. So there are two equinox. It has two names. Vernal equinox, spring equinox, autumnal or fall equinox. The sun is directly over the equator on the 21st of March and on the 23rd of September. 22nd or 23rd, 20th March or 21st of March. Nearly during one of these 2 days it happens. The sun being directly over the equator on the 21st March is called the vernal equinox. On the 21st or 20th March, when the sun crosses the equator, it is vernal equinox. When the sun is directly over the equator on the month of September, it is called the autumn or fall equinox. That is how the names are given. This picture will help you to understand it. Then what is solstice? Once again, crossing one of the latitudes by the sun. The time or date, once again, two times in a year, at which the sun reaches its maximum or minimum declination. That is why we told earlier, the longest the day and the shortest day. Nearly in month of June and in December. Once again, there are two solstices. Winter solstice and summer solstice. The sun is directly over the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December and it is called the winter solstice. The sun is directly over the Tropic of Cancer on the 21st of June, and it is called the summer solstice. I think now you understand and it is clear. This paragraph will help you to understand how it happens. This is what I explained earlier, so I'm not going to read it again. If you like to read it, you can take a screenshot and read it when you have a free time. And as a result of that, we can see seasonal changes of the year. As a result of revolution, it's a very big process. So during 1 year, we can see 4 seasons. So my topic is 4 seasons of the year. Look at this picture. Look at this tree. What has happened? At the beginning, we can see tender leaves. In the second column, we can see green color, a nice tree. In the third column, it is becoming yellow or yellowish brown. In the last one, there are no leaves. So this is what happened to a tree during these 4 seasons of the year. Do you know what are the 4 seasons? Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. So look at this picture again. First column is spring. Second one, summer. Third one, autumn, and the last one, winter. These are the 4 seasons. Try to imagine the climatic or the physical features of the environment during these 4 seasons. What will happen to the environment? What will happen to the people? How do their lifestyles are changing? In Sri Lanka and other tropical countries, rarely we can see this, but in other polar areas, countries like Japan, Canada, England, we can see this nicely. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. Try to understand what is happening in the environment. So I will discuss about the spring season. It is the season of flowers. Spring season is really beautiful. It comes after the winter. During the winter season, we can see snow falling, no leaves on the trees. So in a spring season, it starts to appear tender leaves on the trees. So we can see small light green color tender leaves on the trees. And also flowers starts to bloom. Small flower buds are there. At the end of the spring, a lot of flowers are there. Environment starts to become green once again. And days become a little bit longer than the earlier season. Little bit longer days are there. Spring is a very beautiful season. And also trees starts to bear fruits also. Younger fruits can be seen. After the spring summer season comes, what happens? We can get enough sunlight. Temperature is too high. So this is the hottest season of the year. Days are longer. That's why we say it is the hottest season. A lot of sunlight is there. Trees bear fruits. Environment is very beautiful. So this is the summer season. After the summer season, once again autumn season comes. What happens? In this summer season, we can see green color leaves. Then in autumn, they are becoming yellow, yellowish red and reddish brown color. Gradually, the color is changing. Days become shorter. Days get more cooler, not like spring and summer. In autumn, days become shorter, days get more cooler, leaves starts to turn brown. At the end, leaves fall. At the end of the autumn season, leaves fall and get ready to face the winter. What happens in the winter season? We can see snow falling, the coldest season. So no leaves in the trees to bear up the coldness. They fall the leaves. The days are very short. Shorter days are there. Cold winds are there. This is winter season. So now I think you get a rough idea about the 4 seasons of the year. About the 4 seasons and the environmental and human features of these seasons, I will do another video lesson for you. So stay with me. If you have any problem, you can call me or you can WhatsApp me. My contact details are given here. And also, if you enjoy my video lesson, if you learned anything, please subscribe my channel, Sensei Lanka Online School, and share these video lessons with your friends. And also at the end, you can send me the comments. I like to see your comments for my video lessons. So dear students, thank you very much all of you. Hope to meet you again with a new video lesson. Thank you very much.